Hi, my name is Justin. I'm going to be releasing 5 editing tutorials, each getting a little more intense as they go along, and today is the first, and we're going to be talking about music syncing. Let's jump right into it. This technique is used mostly in trailers to help draw in the audience's attention.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it. I wonder, did you ever choose not to? The end you always feared is coming.
But there are some directors out there who have made entire movies using this technique. The most popular one that comes to mind, that most people would think of, I would think, is Baby Driver. This movie was directed by Edgar Wright, and it was really the first movie to implement music syncing as much as it did. Nearly every action in the movie was synced to the music. At one point in the opening scene when he's getting the coffee, there were even lyrics to the song, like as graffiti that was passing by the camera right as the song was playing, and it was ridiculous. I'm sure they planned for a long time to try to get that right. And at one point in that scene as well, there was also Baby, the main character. He was like yeah, and that it went perfectly with the song. It was super cool. Although this was one of the more popular movies that Edgar Wright made, some of the choreography in his other movies as well has the similar music syncing effect, like Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and The World's End. But this technique can kind of be an acquired taste, in the sense that maybe Martin Scorsese might not have someone walking down the block dancing in sync with a song. Film is an art form. Michelangelo is more invested with sculpting, Van Gogh is more invested with painting. Although these two artists might not have agreed, it was still comprehensive to them and to the audience. It's just a different form of art. That's just like different directors and their directing styles. Okay, we're getting kind of off topic. The most important factor when creating the music sync effect is not in editing the movie, depending on if you want to film it or not. Sure, you could line up clips to a cut, but if you have control over what you film, that would make things look 10 times better. Did Edgar Wright just throw the camera down in front of him and everything just lined up? No, he planned for it. Recently, I created a montage of clips that I found throughout YouTube, and I called it Predator vs. Prey. And in this video, it was basically predators like lions or hawks, and they were hunting down like rabbits and zebras, and basically it started off kind of slow, the way it synced up to the beat. There's like a few more seconds in between each of the cuts in the beginning, but then as it progressed and the predators start moving in on their preys, the cuts start getting a little more quicker, the music starts picking up a bit. So for this, I made sure that I picked the right song. So I kind of worked backwards. I found the song first, and then I kind of just synced it up to that. I saw like the story within the song, and it was exactly what I was looking for. And it really all just worked out. So I kind of got off lucky by finding the song, but in the future I would definitely want to plan so I could have more flexibility. So I recommend 3 things when trying to cut to the beat. 1, take the time to just watch and listen and play it through, see if it lines up. If not, then just rewind, play it again, adjust something, and so on and so forth. Again, if it doesn't look like it syncs up, just keep adjusting, rewinding, playing. Second one is, if eyeballing it really isn't for you, most editing programs will allow you to look at the audio file's wavelength on the timeline. So if there's a song in there, you're probably going to see the beats as little like mountains, little bumps, right? Indicating where the audio is spiking. I would make the cut just before the bumps, that way the new beat is playing right for the new clip. That's what I've always thought looked the best. But again, like people always have, like it's in the past I've made videos for other people and I thought it looked synced up. I sent it to them and they were like, cool, looks pretty cool. Could you sync up the music though? And I was like, oh, okay, let me just go back in there. And it was like sad for me. Again, editing is an art form, so there's a million different preferences for it, and you can do whatever you want really to get the desired effect. Finally, my last recommendation When you're done editing, go for a walk. Go to the park, pick some flowers, feed some pigeons, do whatever you want, just clear your head, give it some time. Then come back to the project, sit down, just play the video, see what you have, and you might catch something that you completely missed before because you were so in the zone, you were like almost overly focused. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the video. I hope you learned a thing or two about syncing up music. If you thought there was something crazy that I missed about music syncing, and you're like, what, how did he not even bring this up? Be sure to drop it in the comments, and I'll read it and respond to it real quick. And if you thought this was difficult, then stay tuned, because next episode we're going to be going over keyframes. Okay, bye.